What's going on, folks? Back at it again, and it's been a minute. Not really too long. I've been putting videos here and there. I didn't put too much on the drafts after round one. I figured I'd wait till the draft is over. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Go from there. Yeah, man. How's everybody doing, man? Real quick. It's been rough ever since I moved. Got a smaller place, but, I live on base. It's all good. Don't have a man cave anymore, so it's kind of hard to try to do these videos. And most of the time I've been doing these videos on the fly. But, yeah, man, I got my program up and running. Shout out to my pops from way back, months back, for supporting me and stuff like that, telling me that, to keep doing my channel. So I will. Real quick, I'm a first responder, so, and a lot of people in my family, we come from military and law enforcement. We're all first responders. Give a shout out to all the first responders out there that are doing a lot during this pandemic, man. Hit me on the comments below, man. Let me know what you guys are doing during the time that you guys can work. For a lot of you guys that can't work, letting me know how you guys are doing in school, how you guys are dealing with this homeschooling. Just give me a shout out, man. Let me know how you guys are doing, man. Let me know what you guys want to see more in videos. I can even make a video on how we're doing and go on live chat one of these days, and we could just talk about sports, or we could just talk about this pandemic and how everybody's dealing with it, man. But just comments below, let me know. If you guys want to see a live chat, maybe we could do in-call one of these days. Just talk about anything, sports, life in general. And let me know how you guys are holding up during this pandemic, man. Thank God for my family. We're all safe. We're healthy. Thank God. And I pray, and my condolences to the families and the people out there that have dealt with this virus/disease, man, because it's killing people and it's pretty tough out there, man. And look, man, it's a hard time for a lot of us, man. But look, I love you guys. Keep you guys always in my prayers. And I mean no disrespect if you don't believe, if you're not religious, or you don't believe in what I believe in, that's fine. Just for me, I pray for everybody in this world, man. And give a shout out to all of you guys, and pray for the families that have lost loved ones during this pandemic. And we got to stick together, guys. As bad as it is, man, we got to stick together. We got to just figure something out, man. And I hope that they figure something out soon. But, yeah, man, it's tough, man. And I see it every day. But look, man, shout out to everybody out there. My condolences goes out to the families. And you guys be safe, stay healthy. And let me know what you guys are doing on your activities when you're at home during this pandemic, man. But look, to change the subject, a sensitive subject at that, I just wanted to talk about my New York Giants and what I thought, how they did in the draft, and just go over the whole draft and what the Giants did. So yeah, real quick, the Giants had the 4th overall pick in the first round. I wanted to go defense, more linebacker, and get Isaiah Simmons. And the Giants decided to go with round 1, number 4th overall. We went with Andrew Thomas, defensive tackle from Georgia. I thought it was a safe pick, and I knew it was one of the top choices for the Giants to solidify that offensive line to protect Daniel Jones. I wasn't mad at the pick, and I wasn't upset. I thought it was a safe pick, but as Giants did get more offensive tackles later on in the draft, I felt like the Giants still could have got good offensive tackles like they did with Matt Pert later on in the drafts, what they did with the guy from Oregon, which I'll get to. I think it's Lemieux, his last name, which I thought that were decent offensive tackles. I watched tape afterwards on the offensive tackles of the Giants pick on the later rounds. I knew about Andrew Thomas. He's one of the best in the business, man, and he came from the SEC, which was one of the toughest conferences in college football, and he dealt with a lot of great players, and he did good. One of the stats that brought up from ESPN, they were stating that Mel Kiper's board, I think it is, they said here in the SEC that he blew 8 out of 793 total blocks last season, which was 1% on blown block rates, which was third among the best SEC offensive tackles and 20th in the whole FBS in all of college football, which isn't bad at all. I feel like Simmons is a special athlete, but, we didn't do that. But it's okay, man. I mean, solidify that line. I mean, I think overall we're Connolly when he comes back this year at full strength. He was showing good and promising for those 5-6 games before he tore his ACL. That kid plays fast. I think he's promising. And the other linebackers that the Giants decided to pick later on in drafts. We're going in young, and I think the Giants are going to be all right, man. It's been years. So that's why I can't complain too much. It's been years, and ever since the Super Bowl 46, when Eli and the Giants won that Super Bowl, Jerry Reese and them didn't do shit, squat, nothing to solidify that line after, all those guys left, like David Deal, Chris Snee. I mean, a lot of those guys that were playing for us, man. I mean, after they all left, retired, that line was never solidified ever again. Eli was playing from his back. And that's what kind of drove down quickly him to play even longer. The man never got hurt. 234 consecutive games without getting hurt. Third all time and not missing games, or second all time, whatever it is, with 211. Behind his brother, of course. But look, man, I think it's a safe pick. We need to solidify that line, and we'll see what happens from there. Got to protect Danny Jones. It took him 8 years to finally figure this out, but I still think that it could have got better. They still could have had good chances of getting offensive tackles later on in the draft. Let's go to round 2. 36 overall pick, which I felt like we needed more corners. We needed more safeties. And the Giants had a good pick over here, man. Overall, man, Xavier McKinney from Alabama, safety. And he's a versatile player, man. Mel Kiper had him in there. Mel Kiper had him in here, 15th ranked overall as a player on the draft. The Giants got him at 36, of course. Even though his 40-yard dash wasn't that great at 4.63 at the combine, I think he's a little faster than that. Of course, people have been saying he's faster than that. But, hey, man, we needed to get another young safety to get back there and work with Jabril Peppers, man. The kid is good, man. I watched tape on him all year long, and the kid is good. He has a knack for the ball. The thing is, he knows where to be, and his pickup speed, as you can see some plays, like one of my favorite games that I was watching was LSU versus Alabama. I mean, that kid, he can move. He might lose coverage for a second, but, man, he can pick that coverage right back up, man. He had a few pass deflects, some interceptions, forced fumbles. The kid looks good, man. I think that was a great pick for the Giants to help alongside with Jabril Peppers. And that, to me, will free up, the kid's name, Julian Love. He was playing great last season, especially on the corner slot and as a third nickel. I think the Giants will utilize him as a third safety / nickel. The kid is promising, Julian Love. I like him. And he may not be fast, but he knows where to be with the ball, and he covers pretty good. Let's go to round 3. The number 99th overall pick. Here goes a good pick, which I thought it was a great pick. Matt Pert, man, the offensive tackle from UConn. Tri-state area native, grew up a Giants fan. Oh, and I'm gonna leave links down below on the New York Giants, one of the New York Giants YouTube channels. I'm gonna leave all the interviews of each player that John Schmeltz, Carl Banks, David Deal, Sean O'Hara, Bob Papa, all of them that were interviewing all the picks, all the draft picks the Giants made. I will leave all the links down below so you guys can see all the interviews on all the draft picks the Giants had. That way you can see a little bit or know about them a little bit, see who they are as a character, as a person, what they're going to bring to the table. Matt Peart, man, great offensive tackle. See some highlights of him. He looks good, man. He will be look, man, these picks that the Giants did is like, let's go back to Andrew Thomas, right? Andrew Thomas, that's his name. He's played left tackle and right tackle. He might play right tackle right away for the Giants. He's going to be competing. And I think he's going to win the spot. Whatever contract Nate Solder has left, I mean, that dude doesn't start producing better, he's going to be let go. That left tackle spot will probably be Andrew Thomas's position later on in a year or two. Offensive tackle Matt Peart from UConn, I see him playing a lot of right tackle, right guard, and I can see him. He's also been a basketball player, so he's got good feet. I could see him being in the right tackle spot later on, maybe playing right guard now, competing for the spots. I mean, he's a great pick, man. And he has 36 5/8-inch length arms. I mean, the guy is long. That's why and then I can see why he played basketball too. The guy is long. And he's going to be able to help out on that right side. You got to understand, these offensive tackles that were drafted for the Giants is to solidify that line, have competition, to bring out the best out of this offensive line, bring out competition, protect Daniel Jones, and to hopefully also help out Saquon Barkley with opening up holes where he doesn't always have to try to kick it outside, but sometimes you got to. The kid is fast. And Saquon Barkley, man, that's my dude, man. That's my alma mater, Penn State. Went to school there. But yeah, Giants are doing what they have to do to solidify that line. Mod Hollies, man. That's what David Gettleman wants. It might have taken us the third year to start seeing what he's trying to do. But now I'm seeing it a lot better. Got to solidify that line. Have to. The defense is going to work itself out, even though we have to be, I think we were top 5 in giving up points last year in yards as well. But Giants are going to do what they can to solidify that line first and keep working through the drafts. Remember, this is Dave Gettleman's last year. If this turns out to be better and we have a better season this year, Dave Gettleman's coming back as a GM. Let's go to round number 4. Round number 4, 110th pick overall for the Giants, Darnay Holmes, cornerback from UCLA. Yes, I've seen him a little bit. The kid has speed. The kid does have speed. He is going to automatically come in to the line and compete. He's going to compete with DeAndre Baker, Corey Ballantyne, and Sam Beal. DeAndre Baker struggled last year, showed some glimpses a little bit last year. I still don't think he's a good cover corner. I still think he's a good zone corner. He plays the zone really well. But a cover corner, but then he's a rookie. You learn. He might be better, a lot better this year. And he's automatically going to compete with those 4 corners like I named, man. Corey Ballantyne, Sam Beal, which they did well last year, and DeAndre Baker. The kid, he has an aggressive style. He does. He plays aggressive. He does like to press. He has a knack for the ball as well. And I've seen him. He covers well, man. I mean, the kid has speed. He does have catch-up speed. See some highlights and glimpses of him throughout the draft. Watch some tape on him. He looks pretty good. And that'll help out the defensive line to work better, to compete better, and want to play better. It'll bring out the best out of any athlete. Anybody who's ever played sports, you know what that's like. I know what that's like. All right, let's go to round number 5. Here I am. This is where I was getting to with offensive tackles. I think the Giants did a great job. And again, they could have gotten them still great tackles later on in the drafts. But this is a great pick too. And round 5, the 150 pick overall for the New York Giants, Shane Lemieux, offensive guard from Oregon. And that kid, he plays inside. He's played a lot of right guard and left guard as well, right? Yep. He's tough, smart, and on the interview, I like what he said on the interview when he was talking to Carl Banks, Sean O'Hara, David Deal, and all them. He brings toughness, man. The kid is tough. I watch highlights on him. He's real scrappy. He started 52 games at left guard, which is the position that Will Hernandez plays. And while he was at Oregon, the Giants are looking at Lemieux as a future, man, option at right guard to take over Kevin Ziegler. You got to remember, Kevin Ziegler has already been in the league, what, a decade at least? Just about? Right, a decade? Close to it. I mean, and I think he's 31 or 30. I know that Kevin Zeitler's around 30 to 32 years old. And, yeah, he's going to be a guy that's sooner or later is going to take over for Kevin Ziegler. Maybe a couple of years down the road. Maybe a few years down the road. Maybe next year. Unless Kevin Ziegler, God forbid, gets hurt this year, then that would be a spot that he would be filling in for Kevin Ziegler. Now, let's get to round 6. I watched this guy all year long because I'm a huge, huge Penn State football fan. And I said, man, it'll be great if the Giants can pick this guy up. Surprisingly, down to the round 6, I think that with round 6, with the 183rd pick overall, Pam Brown, linebacker out of Penn State, is a huge, huge great pick. The kid is fast, man. I watched him all year long. He has a knack for the ball. He knows where he's got to be. I mean, that kid has, I don't know the stats off the top of my head, but I watched him hit forced fumbles, tackles for loss. He can stop the run. He also covers well, man. It's almost like having him as a strong safety, man. And I think that he will be a great, great addition to the New York Giants, especially since I guess they're still playing 3-4. He'll be good inside, outside linebacker. It doesn't matter. That kid is mixed. He can play those positions as a linebacker. I think it's a great addition to the Giants. Man, my boy Pam Brown, man. My alma mater, and a great pick for the New York Giants, man. I know for a fact, I have faith, man, that this kid, man, he's going to fit well, man. And that, you know, God willing, he stays healthy, man. He is somebody that's going to be able to help out the Giants. But then again, a lot of these rookies, especially these linebackers, I have to get used to and understanding that they might just come in and start off as special teams. This could be one of the special teams way of a versatile player like him, where here comes Coach Judge and solidifying special teams because he was a special teams coordinator. I can see him, Pam Brown. He might not be able to start right away, but 4 linebackers on 3-4, so he might start, but he's going to be a lot playing at special teams for sure. And can't wait to see that kid on the New York Giants jersey, man. That's awesome. Round number 7, with a 218 pick overall, Carter Coughlin, linebacker out of Minnesota. Watched tape of him this year. Seen him play against our team, Penn State, because they are part of the Big Ten. He's not a fast guy. He doesn't cover well, but does know how to get from sideline to sideline, stop the run, and he can play defensive end getting to the quarterback. He's not only a linebacker, but he's played defensive end. If you watch tapes of him, he's also played as an edge rusher coming in and can get to the quarterback. He's not a real massive big guy, but he's a strong kid. I see him playing a lot on special teams as well, and maybe coming in for certain packages. Who knows? But yeah, the kid, it can't hurt to find a contributor like him to play for the New York Giants, man. Round number 7. This is where the Giants had 3 picks and Mr. Irrelevant for the final pick. states here that in round 7, the 238 pick overall, T.J. Brunson, linebacker out of South Carolina. Small linebacker. Didn't really watch him a lot this year. Just watched some tape on him a couple days ago. Or yesterday, sorry. The kid, I read up on him, and he lacks some discipline. They said here he had 4 personal fouls or unsportsmanlike penalties in 2019. I don't know. They're saying this is something that the defense wants. It does seem out of character for Giants to pick a player like this. It's not part of their regime. It's never been like that. The Giants are a classy organization, but it doesn't mean just because a kid lacks discipline doesn't mean he can't work on that and be able to play in the NFL on a team. So watch some tape on him. He's a pretty little quick guy. He's not a big linebacker. I think he's 6 foot, 230 pounds. Had no sacks in 2019. So I don't know how they're going to – he might be on special teams a lot, or he might be on some certain nickel packages or zone packages on defense where they might use him. I've seen a couple of zone defensive plays with South Carolina where he knows where to be. He's a good tackler. I did see that, but not a big guy, and I don't know how the Giants are going to use him. Maybe on special teams, but I can see that. But I don't see him starting right away. I don't see him starting. But I can see him on special teams. So, yeah, 0 sacks last year, lacks some discipline, but you can always work on that on a kid. He's still young. We'll see what he got. Round 7 still, 247 pick overall, Chris Williamson, cornerback from Minnesota. Yes, I watched this guy. He started 10 games last year. He started 10 games, 9 as a starter for senior for the Gophers last year. Again, special teams will be key for Williamson if he's going to earn a spot on the roster as a rookie. I've seen him. He's pretty decent. Again, he covers pretty decent, but he looks more like a DeAndre Baker. Zone is where he shines, where he's playing off the wide receiver. But he ain't no slouch. He's fast. Don't know what his combine was, but watching his tape, he has some good catch-up speed. But I see him playing a lot on special teams. Not somebody who's going to come in and compete to start over Sam Beal, Corey Ballantyne, maybe not even DeAndre Baker. The other cornerback, McKinney, right, from Alabama, that guy will be competing for a starting job. And Mr. Irrelevant, the 255th pick overall, Tay Crowder, linebacker from Georgia. Seen him on tape, strong. He's strong. He had 62. He finished second on a strong Georgia defense with 62 total stops. Still, he wasn't invited to the combine. And Crowder will now forever have the tag of Mr. Irrelevant for 2020 draft. He can be – Crowder, I think, will provide immediate contribution to inside linebacker. I still think Connolly can play one of those positions as well when he's doing healthy. Crowder might be the one competing more than anybody else on the linebackers for a starting position. He looked pretty good. Then again, you had a Georgia defense that was pretty well and a lot of good guys on that team. But 62 total stops, stopping the run. That means no yards over 0. So pretty good, man. We'll see what he's got. And look, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you guys want to see more video? I'm going to try to do a video maybe once a week. I'm going to try. And what I'll do is I'll pick one team each week, go through every NFL team once a week, and go through what their needs were and what I thought was the best pick out of everybody they picked in the draft. Pick that one player and talk about that player and why he will make a difference on that NFL team. And it was a good pickup for that team, and especially because of that need that the team needed for their squad. So look, guys, until next time, man, I love you guys. Be safe. Let me know in the comments below what you guys want to see more. Please, thank you for all the supporters that subscribe to me. trying to grow my channel. I appreciate the love and support. Just gained a few subscribers this past week. I appreciate the love and support. Keep subscribing to my channel. Let me know what you guys want to see. Until next time, guys. Peace.